Okay, so welcome back to In the Kitchen with Jelly007.com. And tonight, actually another recipe that my son has tested and said he said it works. It works good. Upside down loaded chicken nachos. And they look fairly simple and straightforward. He says it is. He said it worked out well, so I'm fixing to do them. It asked for 4 frozen chicken breasts. I'm not using frozen because they didn't have them that way at the supermarket. So I bought 5 actually, but the weight on them is 2.37 pounds. And what it says here is 4 chicken breasts that are 8 to 12 ounces each. So that would be 32 to 48 ounces, which would be between 2 and 3 pounds. Well, there you have it, 2.37 pounds. Now I am a little skeptical because one of the he said he didn't have a problem, so I'm going to go with it. But I think all this might be a little bit different, so you might want to kind of think about it. But it says place the frozen chicken and salsa into the pot and a similar pressure lid and then start cooking. Well, there's going to be some liquid that comes off these chicken breasts, and there's some liquid in the salsa. But that's not a lot of water for a pressure cooker. So I hope I don't get the water light that you get on these every once in a while. But if I do, hey, worst case, I'm dealing with about maybe $12 worth of stuff I'll have in there, $10 to $12. So it ain't no crisis, and I'll know next time to add a little water. But I'm skeptical, but I'm going with it exactly as they say. The other things it calls for is, well, like I said, the 16-ounce jar of red salsa, 1 can of a 14-ounce can of refried beans, a tablespoon of kosher salt, 2 tablespoons of taco seasoning, a 1/4 bag of tortilla chips. Or it says 4 ounces. I don't know what they mean by 1/4 bag, but it was 4 ounces. And then a bag and a half or 12 ounces of Mexican cheese. There, that is. I'm going to get that started. I'm going to get this in here, and I'll bring y'all back and show you when I get it started. And we're going to see how this works out. But y'all hang on just a second. Okay, so I have got the chicken. Actually, I poured the salsa in the pan first because I didn't want to put that chicken straight on the bottom of the pan. And then I carried this pot to my sink and I rinsed that chicken. And I guess I'm a little more skeptical than most because I rinsed that chicken and I didn't dry it. I just immediately laid it on top of the salsa. So I got a little extra water from that, but I didn't add any water other than what just stayed on the chicken. So all we have to do now, and that's another thing he said, it's fairly simple, and it looks it is. So pressure cook, high, that's what it calls for, high pressure. And it wants 20 minutes, but mine aren't frozen, so I'm going to reduce that. I can't believe it won't cook in 15. So I'll temp it with my probe when we get done, but I'm going with 15 minutes. And that's just because mine's not frozen. If yours were frozen, I guess, that would be. But if mine's not, I tell you what, if it's not done, it's nothing for me to put the lid back on and run it another 5 minutes. It's not a big deal. I've done it before. But I feel positive 15 minutes is plenty of time. Be back when that finishes. Y'all hang on. Okay, so my 15 minutes are up, and it says to do a quick release, and that is what we are going to do. So, there you go. Be right back. All right, there went the pen. Let's see what we got. And it looks a little liquidy, so the worrying about the water was the wrong thing to do. Well, let's see what the temp looks like. There it goes, a 140, 165. I've already seen all I need to see, 180, 188. I'll bring it up, make sure I'm in the center of it. 192. Obviously, this chicken is done without a problem. I'll pick another spot just to make sure. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but that's 190 degrees, and that's pretty much dead center. So that is all I need to know. Now I'm going to take these tongs and this device right here, and I'm going to break that chicken up, and we're going to go to the next step. But I'm going to get that done, and I'll bring y'all back in just a second. Okay, so you can see it broke up real well. it's cooked right. I mean, it breaks up real easy. So right now, all I'm fixing to do is get these beans ready. As a matter of fact, I've got them ready. So we're going to put them in, because the next step is to use silicone utensils to shred the chicken, and then add the refried beans, taco seasoning, refried beans, salt, and taco seasoning, and stir well to incorporate. So here are the refried beans, the taco seasoning, the 2 tablespoons of taco seasoning, and a tablespoon of salt. So all we're going to do is dump that in, just like that. And then it says stir well to incorporate. And I'm going to do that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to turn the camera off. I'm promising I'm going to keep this video as short as possible. And I'm going to do that for a minute because I want it mixed well. So I'll be right back. Okay, so there it is with the refried beans, taco seasoning, and the salt. Now it says arrange half of the chips across the top. And I don't know what 14 ounces of chips look like. Let's see what this bag is. This bag is 15 ounces, so, or 4 ounces is what it wanted. So that would be about, I don't know, there's 4 of these in here probably, so that's probably all you need for that first layer. So that's what we're going to do right there. And then it says put half the cheese. So we're going to do that. All right, I'm going to say that's pretty close to half. Right there will make half. And then about the same amount of chips again. And I ain't gonna lie, this does look like it's gonna work pretty good. Maybe it will. And that may be a little heavy on the chips as far as 4 ounces goes, but I'm gonna cover the top of the cheese. There we go. That's what I'm calling 4 ounces. So now the rest of the cheese goes on top. And that is that. Good measure of that right there. And now you're supposed to close that crisping lid. Select air crisp and set the temperature to 360 degrees. So air crisp, 360 degrees. And I think it is 5 minutes. Let's say start and stop. Yeah, set time for 5 minutes. And press start. We're going to let that run out. I'll bring you back and we'll see what this thing looks like. All right, here it is. Time to look and see. I'm going to let it go through its little cool down feature. And we ought to be close. Wow, not bad. Not bad at all. So I didn't ask him how he served them. I might not let that cool just a minute, but I'm gonna try it. I'm just gonna take and push right through right here. And bring some out. And I'm not gonna lie, so far, so good. And I'm probably getting more than I'll eat. Well, who knows? I might eat it all. Oh, got cheese. Got plenty of cheese. And then it says to garnish with some sour cream, which sounds like a good idea. I may wait and do that, but I know some jalapenos need to be on there, so I'm gonna do that. Just a couple of them. It didn't mention jalapenos, but it did mention it mentioned guacamole and sour cream. So guacamole, I was going to make it, but the avocados were not in good shape where I was at. So I'm going to see if I can find a way to get a bite of this. But I mean, you can see it looks pretty dang good, and you could make that look a lot better than I did in this real quick setting. But hey, like he said, that works. And it's got that layer of cheese, and the chips were just right. I mean, that heat does them really well. The chicken, let's see. Hey, that's good. Straight up, that works. And that would be a great thing for the Super Bowl that's coming up. Or just anything. I mean, that's, and then I guarantee you, like right now, it's on, let's see if it's on keep warm. You can put it on keep warm and then air fry it every once in a while to reheat it if need be. That's a good, hey, I'm sold. That's a good recipe, no doubt. And it tastes very, very good. And that heat on those chips really made it good, along with that cheese. So, in the kitchen with Jelly. And as always, y'all come back to see me. Like, share, subscribe, all the above. www.jelly007.com in your browser, not YouTube, just in your browser. That'll take you to my website that takes you to all my videos. I'm sure you heard it before, but I wanted to say it again. Anyhow, there they are. Upside down chicken nachos. I think that's what they call them. Upside down loaded chicken nachos. And they are. And they're very good. Y'all come back to see me. Have a good night. Bye-bye.